What is up, guys? Welcome to another Behind the Curve Reacts. Today we've got a Patreon request, so huge thank you to Jeremy, my incredible patron, and he would like for me to take another look at Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist, the, I believe, NBC TV show about the woman who can hear everybody's innermost thoughts through popular songs. The possibly greatest musical TV show premise of all time. But this is going to be them performing Taylor Swift's Shake It Off, which not only is an absolute banger, like normally I'm a bigger fan of like older school Taylor Swift, like her first couple of albums, but you can't deny just how fucking catchy and awesome Shake It Off is. Not to mention, literally like 3 hours ago, I had this song stuck in my head and I checked my Patreon messages and boom, there's a request for this particular song. It's pretty much fate. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Jeremy, thank you again for the patronage, and let's go ahead and check it out.
I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates, but I can make them stay.
So I can only imagine, like, most of these people singing, are they only in like one number, or are they like reoccurring townsfolk?
But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright.
Cause the player's gonna play. And the haters gonna hate. Baby, I'm just gonna shake.
Oh, Zoe looks a little uncomfortable.
Breaker's gonna break. And the baker's gonna
The idea of somebody existing outside of the musical numbers is like a trope that I adore.
I never miss a beat. I'm lightning on my feet. And that's what they don't see. That's what they don't see.
I'm dancing on my own.
dancing on my own.
I make the moves up as I go.
Moves up as I go.
And that's what they don't know. And that's what they don't know.
Awesome. Fantastic. And I really enjoy, I think this is now the second number from this show where it just started with like one person singing and then just more and more people start coming from the background and joining in, which if as far as like big numbers go, I love it when just a bunch of people start out dancing at the same time, but somehow when it's almost like getting like a group of people together, like, hey man, why don't you come in and start singing and dancing? Hey, why don't you come in and you? I really love that idea. And yeah, this is now like the either the second or third time that I've seen that in this show, which makes me incredibly happy. Makes me very happy. However, during this number, you could definitely see Zoe was like a little apprehensive at the beginning, and then as the song progressed, she kind of got like a little more into it, and now she's like standing on a chair, like, yeah, cool, awesome. I really hope that's not something that we see a lot in the show. I feel like the one revelation where it's like, oh, maybe this isn't like a terrible thing. Like maybe this is actually kind of cool. I like that happening one time, but I feel like if it happened several times, then you kind of got to ask, like, how are you still like amazed by this? So yeah, I don't know if this is the song where she finally comes around to it, or if it is a couple of times in the show. Fingers crossed it's just the one time, because yeah, everything about these numbers I have really been enjoying. And even the vocals too. Like normally with a song that I really, really love, if I hear anybody kind of cover it, they're really starting at a disadvantage. Kind of like the Wham song Last Christmas. In my opinion, the greatest Christmas song to ever be written in the history of existence. If ever I hear anybody, try to do a cover, whether it be on Glee or any number of the other ones, they just don't sound good. Like I really don't like them, and they're not even bad. I just love the original so much, which I was kind of scared was going to happen here, but somehow didn't. Somehow that did not happen. So that's definitely another point there for Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist. And there were so many different vocalists too. Like every random person from the bar, I'm assuming it was, or restaurant, literally got up and had their little 2-3 line kind of thing. And they were very different voices, yet still harmonized. Just absolutely beautiful, which I always really enjoy. I think my favorite voices, though, were probably the first woman that sang in the red dress. I really liked her voice. And then the woman that had the flower petal, crazy looking gown on. She had so much attitude in her voice. I really hope that those two actors, those two characters, come back into the fold and they're not just in this one episode, or even worse, just this one musical number. Fingers crossed. And the last guy that sang, I liked his voice, but it was a little bit too auto-tuned for me, a little bit too overproduced. I'm hoping that that's only an issue in this song, because just the bare bones of his voice sounded really good, and I would love to hear it in a little less processed of an environment. So fingers crossed he is also back, and I can kind of hear that. Just let's hope. But yeah, this was a really, really awesome number, as they've all been from this show. So I'm pretty excited to react to the whole thing. So yeah, thank you, Jeremy, so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see each and every one of you in a reaction very soon.